Yo, it's Cass and Chris. We got you in the mix. Yeah. We say goodbye to the gloominess and the rain. Bright-eyed pupils when we peep the waves. Until we get sipping our local IPA. Welcome to the city built for leisure and play.
Cause we're living. Welcome back to the Livin in San Diego podcast, my friends. I'm Chris Erickson. We got Mr. Cassidy Lewis over on the ones and twos over there. Episode 289. If you didn't hear last week, we had on Bebemos Tequila co-founder and CEO, Preston Caffrey in here. And it's a good show. If you guys want to learn a little bit about tequila, local brand, what they're building, it was pretty awesome. But don't go quite yet because you got to stay tuned for today's episode where we got a good lineup today. We got our new to do and add do, which we always have. Stay tuned towards the end. We got our story of the week. This one is how a local city got its name. You guys seem to enjoy those ones, so we're going to hit that as well. And sports talk. I mean, Padres made some big moves, so we got a little bit of that. Our weekends, all kinds of fun coming up. Right?
Love it. Absolutely love it.
But first off, if you guys haven't been here before, well, maybe you have, but either way, this is always brought to you by our Livin in San Diego real estate crew, where we help people make the move right here in San Diego. So it's not a real estate podcast, but if you guys are looking to make the move, you know somebody who's looking to make the move. We've been in this business for the past decade plus, helped a lot of people make the move here in San Diego. Got a meeting right after this with somebody who's going to make the move. So anyways, description down below, go hit that up and reach out to us. And then before we get into our weekends, I just want to give our last story of the week. Quick little shout out. If you guys follow us over on Instagram, if not, go check us out, Livin in San Diego. But a few comments of the week. This one was about the Oceanside houses, the little cottages down there, right on North Strand in Oceanside. So somebody drum flipped. Love walking past them every night. The colors remind me of something from the Bahamas. I really wish it were more local friendly for rentals, though. I did say it was like $500 or $600 was affordable, but then I was thinking about it, I was like, I guess not. But you're right on the beach. Like it's a very unique situation. If you're thinking anywhere else on the beach, but it's also only 300 square foot, right?
Yeah.
It's a tiny little space. So maybe not affordable, but still.
For beachfront, it's affordable. Like I think that's what it comes down to is find a beachfront place for less than that anywhere in the world, it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough.
And it's fairly unique too. Like it's a pretty cool little spot. But wish they did 1 or 2 day weekend rentals. They also don't provide linens, so you have to bring your own. Good to know.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because I think it's like 5 day minimum over there.
Okay,
so
makes sense.
It's $500 or $600, but $25 to $3,000 minimum. So. Mermaid Gypsy says, love the Oceanside history. Lots of it here. Such a rad place to call home. Thanks for sharing. And then Yvette Valencia. In the late 70s, early 80s, my parents rented one for a week for a few different summers. Then in 86, they bought in the second phase of the San Miguel condos down the Strand for $160,000. 40 years later, they still enjoy it. So yeah, those are likely a bit more right now. But anyways, that's our Livin in San Diego. We put little clips from here, stories of the week, stuff you won't find on the show actually too. We got a new reel dropping today. Trying to think of what it even is. I just made it yesterday, but it's dropping today. So go check that out. Anyways, welcome to the Livin in San Diego podcast, my friends. Let's jump into weekends. Cassidy, you're leading us off. You're Fernando Tatis today. You're a leadoff hitter. What do we got?
So we spent a weekend away from San Diego, not very far though. We were just up in San Clemente, actually Laguna Woods. I learned a lot about kind of that neck of the woods this past weekend. Just did a lot of driving around.
Where is Laguna
Woods is north of San Clemente by 20 minutes.
Okay.
This is the San Clemente Cup is what my older son played in this past weekend for soccer. But he didn't play a game in San Clemente. So he was in Laguna Woods for one and then Laguna Niguel for 2 games. Some cool parks. We did the same tournament last year, and didn't play in either of the same fields this time around. So we've seen 6 different fields up there.
Yeah, it's a big place. You got a lot of fields.
Yeah, not a ton of fields in San Clemente, it looks like, but I mean, they just take all of kind of that Orange County area, kind of that southern Orange County.
Yeah.
But it was fun. We went up early on Friday because we ended up staying up there. We had a 8 a.m. game. We had to be there at 7:15. So instead of an hour and 20-minute drive, we had a 7-minute drive. It was great.
Hour and 20-minute drive plus waking up earlier.
Yeah, right, exactly. All
to
that.
get up there. Those early games, man, are brutal.
Especially when they're not local. Like
even
like
local.
Temecula.
Even local's brutal.
I know. But like Temecula, 8 o'clock game.
Yeah.
It's not easy. And we have our son is just not a morning person at all. Most kids aren't, but he just does not pop out of bed. And he's the keeper, so he has to be wide awake when that ball starts flying at him.
Yeah, he'll be wide awake soon once
it starts flying.
Once it starts flying at him.
But so anyway, we stayed up there. It was really cool. We stayed at like a local chain up there, Aries. I think that's how you say it. Ayres hotel.
Ayres,
maybe Ayres.
I don't know.
But it's like a family owned and operated small.
Isn't there one in
chain.
San Marcos?
There might be.
Yeah, I think right off. I'm trying to think right off like Palomar Airport. There's a little hotel right there right on the border, basically kind of before you get into Carlsbad there.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know. That name sounds familiar.
Yeah. So anyway, we stayed there. Went to just a lot of soccer. So they won the first one. It was hot as Hades. It was 91. By the time the 8 o'clock game got to like halftime, it was already like high 80s.
Real grass or turf?
Grass for the first one, turf for the second and third.
That's rough.
And then the second game was 4:30 on turf with the sun just blaring right at us. Like we had tents up, but like the sun kept creeping towards our feet. And so we're like spraying sunscreen everywhere. And anyway, we weren't playing soccer too, so can't really complain much.
You can complain.
You can complain about it.
Still hot on the sidelines.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't get the wind from running.
Right. Yeah, and that game they lost like 7-0 too. So I was like, why are we here? I'm assuming that team won the whole championship. But,
you have those teams throughout.
You do, yeah. Yeah, they were a Flight 1 team. Their team's Flight 2, and they're missing a couple of key pieces too. So, but it was good. It was fun. They won 1, lost 2, but the second game they lost in like the last 30 seconds. So maybe last minute, something like that. So
those aren't fun.
No, it wasn't. It was it was a pass back to the keeper that was right at the other player. So.
That'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Can you check your camera? Just double check, make sure you're in focus.
I'm focused.
Perfect. Okay, I just can't see it from. I have the other thing turned around, so it's kind of not. You can't see it. I can't see it, but.
Yep. And then so Saturday night we went to. I don't know if I've mentioned on here before, but Asada Cantina is in the is a restaurant in the San Clemente outlet mall parking lot. It's like on the outskirts of the outlet mall there, that newer one.
I don't know where that one is.
It's off of, I don't even know the street names, but it's the big one on the left that they built like probably 5 to 10 years ago.
Is there In and Out down there?
There's no.
Okay, I'm thinking
or maybe
of a different one.
There's Chick-fil-A like right at the corner of it. But anyway, great restaurant. We waited for an hour, but it was wonderful and definitely worth it. And Chelsea and the boys just went and looked at the outlet mall while we were waiting. But that was pretty much it. Sunday, we had a midday game. Went to this bakery. No, now I can't remember the name of the bakery, but their food is phenomenal. It's some fancy. We'll see if I can find it while we're looking here. But
okay, good luck. That's hard to do. 2 things at once.
But it's really good. Like chocolate croissant, I think is what Chelsea and Bray had, and they're ridiculous.
Yeah,
super good.
Who doesn't like a good chocolate croissant?
Exactly right.
Hit us up if you guys know some local ones. I got a few good spots. Maybe we'll do a croissant corner or something like that.
Yeah,
because there's a few good ones here in San Diego too. But I don't know all of them.
Chopin Bakery, CHAUPAIN. Is that how you'd say that?
Say it again.
CHAUPAIN.
Yeah, sure, that works. It's like Champagne Bakery here, but Chopin.
Yeah. So anyway, really, really good.
Nice.
But yeah, it was a fun weekend. Kind of last hurrah. Chelsea goes back to work on Friday. So it was like our last little hurrah before school starts back up.
A quick Friday before.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
you guys
ridiculous.
just come in Friday.
I know. It's so
Like,
stupid.
Can't we just wait till Monday, man?
I know. And our boys don't start till 2 weeks from yesterday. So, yeah, it's school's back, people.
That came quick. I know.
I
My
know.
boys are actually looking forward to it. They're like,
I
I
can't
can't,
say the
wait
same
till
for
school
mine.
starts. I was
know.
like, why? I just like school. All right.
I know. Crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. That's their thing.
So, yeah, that's it.
Nice. All right. I'll hit my weekends. Well, first off, it was it was 2 weekends ago. We didn't cover it, but we had our summer bash, our summer party over at Michi Brew Co. over in San Marcos. Fantastic spot. If you guys haven't been over there, go grab a beer, meet Cody, meet Michi. Cody, yeah, he's there a lot of the time. Mm-hmm. But they just recently, it was the old Double Peak, but they've changed it a little bit. It's same setup, right? But they have the new little outdoor setting, which is pretty cool. And they have, it's just a little bit different vibe. It's more Hawaiian themed. They're Leucadia, is that what it is? The passion fruit?
Oh, I always say Lilikoi, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just reading it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it how I think it's said. But anyways, they have, I believe it's like a lager or something. But passion fruit, very refreshing. It's one of the ones you get to go. You could also get big crowlers to go. But anyways, we had awesome time. We probably had 60 or 70 people there. Clients, friends, family, everybody had pizza going. I forget do you remember the name of the pizza? It's pretty good.
Standard something and a number
Standard.
to 86.
Okay. I don't know.
Something like that. But it was,
It was one of the pop-up pizza places where, you see them at a local brewery or whatever.
And they do tacos too.
Okay.
They didn't that day, but they have another setup where they can do tacos as well.
And it was hot that day and they're working with these ovens and stuff. It's like, dude, you guys got to be sweating out here.
Yeah.
But really good pizza. Obviously the beer is fantastic. So if you like some good brew, some good people, go check that out. Got to give away some, what did we give away this year? We gave away a bunch of gift cards, gave away some Apple AirPods. What was the other things?
Something from Bump Coffee.
Bump Coffee, like a little, I actually got one of their decafs because they only have two types of coffee or two things of coffee in there. And one is decaf, one's regular. It's not cheap, but it's really delicious. So yeah. And then $100 gift card to the middle prize, a $100 gift card to Wise Ox over in La Costa. So
good.
Fantastic meat butcher shop. Good sandwiches too, if you guys haven't been in there. But yeah, when I went to get Bump, it was kind of towards the end of the day. And they're like, the girl working there, she's like, you want some empanadas?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah, let me get a ham and cheese. Actually, no, do you have a Serrano? She's like, how about both? I was like, sure. And I think she didn't charge me. I don't know, because they just had a big thing of empanadas. They make really good empanadas. That's like their basically their only food to go, right?
Yeah, I think so. Unless they do like bacon. Sometimes I see them grilling up bacon.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe they're making little sandwiches with the bacon. I don't know.
Little empanadas.
Yeah, maybe adding that to the bacon to those.
Yeah, but it's a good spot. So anyways, Michi Brew Co. Yeah, we've had a handful of parties there and go get that. But yeah, shout out to everybody who came. Appreciate all you guys. And we'll do it again. Next party coming up is Pie Party. So
Yep.
also got in the ocean for the first time in a long time.
What?
At my niece's birthday party.
Oh, cool.
No, I didn't get to the ocean there, but I went there and was talking to a buddy. He hadn't gotten in for a while. He's like, oh, I just went out. I was like, how was he? He's like, I didn't even get past the break. I couldn't get, it was one of the days where it was like big and the south swell was coming in pretty, a lot of current, a lot of movement. And he hadn't been out in a while. So I was like, well, at least he had a good swim. He's like, yeah. So the next day I checked the surf forecast. It was a dropping swell. So I was like, okay, that's when I want to go out. It wasn't big. Yeah, it was still decent waves here and there, but ended up at Pipes over in Encinitas. And one of my favorite spots. Just love it over there. It's not too crowded. Get some good waves. Only caught a few.
For the layman, where is Pipes?
It is if you go the north end of the campgrounds, and then there's like a
Okay.
If you track down, there's the
path.
The path. Yeah, it's not one of the stairways. It's the path that goes down.
Call that Encinitas, not Cardiff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just checking.
Yeah. I would say, as far as, I mean, it's probably technically Cardiff because I think even Swami's might be right on the edge there, but because it is Cardiff campgrounds, right? But I think of Cardiff like once you get to the Cook, kind of straight out from there, and then going south as far as the beaches go.
Beach-wise. Okay, got it.
But I don't know. You guys chime in. Let me know. Anyways, the biggest thing, the water was like 74 degrees.
Oh, wow.
So nice. It was beautiful day. Good waves.
Still wearing your 3.2 though.
No, I have this old one that I cut off the arms just because they were all, shoulders got all tore out. This is many years ago. And so it's an old rip curl, cut off the arms. And so it's like a long john. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking like it's ripping down here. It's like, I was thinking I was just going to, because it hadn't been in the water for a long time. I thought it was just going to blow out of everything, but luckily it survived. So it was just armless, just had some, it's long legs, no arms. So it was nice. Get a little bit wet. Still, 74 could get kind of cold if you're in there for a long time. But anyways, the water's gorgeous. We also hit up the farmer's market in Cardiff, and there's a new location. We were trying to go to the new Encinitas one, but it's over, I think it's maybe at Oakcrest. So it changed locations since Paul Ecke is being revamped, remodeled, demoed, all that kind of stuff. But it ended up being we were on the wrong day, so we had to go to the Cardiff one, which is at Miracosta College. And it's cool. They had a little kid zone and whatnot. But as I was walking around, it was like, we're getting our veggies and this and that. Love to support local, right? But there was a stand, and it was avocados from Fallbrook. So as local as you get. Mm-hmm. Haas, and then these giant big fatties. I don't know what they're called, but I was looking at the price, and I'm pretty sure I didn't go check it out because I was like, I don't even want to get close to that. For the smaller ones, it was $8 per avocado, and for the big ones, it was $10.
What?
Yeah,
that's crazy,
right? I want to. It could have been maybe for 3, but it just said this kind of avocado $8. It didn't say ×2 or ×3. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to support local when you're looking at that kind of pricing.
Yeah, you could buy a sandwich with an avocado on it for $8.
I don't know.
Not really anymore, but
we didn't get avocados nonetheless. And then on Sunday, actually ended up going to the Padre game. Took the train down. If you guys have been on the train, if you get on in Encinitas, it's already pretty full by the time,
really?
Because it has 2 Carlsbad stops. It's got the Oceanside stop, and it's the train basically drops you off. You get there maybe an hour before the game or something like that. And yeah, it was like if it was just 2 of us, but we had 5. We had 3 kids and me and Eddie. So kind of hard to find. But as we were walking up, these super cool young, they were probably, dude, I don't know. They had to have been, I'm going to guess between 16 and 19. No idea. The young kids, young dudes. Mm-hmm. And they were sitting out with they have the tables, like the 4-packs. And as we were walking up, they kind of see us like looking around. The kids are like, whatever, trying to figure out their seating situation. And they're like, you guys want to all sit together? I was like,
that's cool.
Yeah, dude, for sure. And so they got up and went and found another seat because there was only 2 of them there. Dude, it was shout out to those guys. If you guys are out there, dude, good work.
Good to see the youth stepping up.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like we didn't even say, hey, can we sit? They're just like, you guys want this?
That's right.
All right, so good parenting there.
Yeah, for sure.
Padres won. We had some good seats. They weren't great seats. They were in the 300s, but you're right behind home plate, so it's a really good view. It's just really hard to see when they do hit the ball, the elevation. Is that going to drop? Is that going to continue on? Like you can just see it just goes in a line, right? You can't see if it's high, low, whatever. And we're still bitching about strikes I was. I can't see, dude.
You can't complain about balls and strikes anymore. There's an ABS system for a reason.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
No, it's funny though. You're just like, oh, come on. It's just part of the game. And once again, I'm 100 yards away, elevated another, however high.
Yeah. We were watching, I think, the game on Monday, just talking balls and strikes, where the Diamondbacks blew their challenges. And the Padre, no, maybe it was the Padre. I can't remember. Somebody blew their challenges, and they're up to bat and have 0 challenges left. And the first pitch is like a ball, two balls wide of the plate, and he calls it a strike. And you're like, nothing you can do about it. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, the umpire's like, as soon as you get to no challenges left, just call them. Like anything close is a strike.
You guys challenged me? Sorry, you're out.
That's right.
Oh, but
Except for your report card can suck. That's the only negative is they
do.
They do report cards.
Okay. Yeah. What do they get graded? Like ABC?
Well, no, I mean, there's a group on Twitter that does, I can't remember. It's something like umpire report cards or something like that. And they do it. But I just mean also the umpire, like the umpires keep track of it, like just for rating wise. And like if your strike zone sucks, you're not going to get a World Series game.
Yeah.
If you're pretty consistent and don't get challenged much. Or
but
whatever,
those one-offs where they challenge, this is the guy who challenged you last time.
Yeah.
And you're
like,
well, you're getting rung up here, dude.
They all understand for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I didn't think I like it, but it goes quick. It's nice. It's, you know, if you're wrong, you only have a few of them. Some people like make really bad decisions in
early.
Yeah. And you're like, that was maybe the first or second strike in the second inning.
Yeah, not
like,
even like first strikeout. That's the thing that
what's the
drives me
point of that?
crazy. Yeah, when they do it for first pitch, like in the first inning, it's like you're it's 1-0 or 0-1 in the first inning of a baseball game, and you're gonna lose a challenge over that. I just don't get it.
Unless it's
glaring.
egregious and you're like, okay, this is done. But I think a lot of it too, it's just it's just reactive, right? They're like, oh no.
They have to make a decision so quick too. So
have you seen some guys like they haven't got called
Where
on
they
it
turn
yet,
it
but
down?
where they'll like adjust their helmet. You're like, is he challenging? The umpire's looking at him like, wait, no, just adjusting. Okay, you're thinking about it maybe. But yeah, it was a fun game. Anyways, they did win. Get shade on the hot games. That was the main thing. That's why we sat so high, because you could find shade, and they're only like $50 tickets or whatever. But if you guys go down there, the walk from the train station to the stadium's a lot longer than you think.
It's about a mile, right?
Yeah, but with kids and lights and all this kind of stuff.
You didn't think about just jumping on the trolley?
Oh, we did. It was like, have you
packed?
seen those the videos from like I don't know, China maybe, where they're in the subways and they're like,
I don't even need to see the video. It's when you used to leave the Charger game.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
back in the day,
Yeah.
taking the trolley back to like Old Town?
yeah, squeeze
Like
in there.
sardines,
Yeah.
like so uncomfortable.
There was, so that the trolley literally pulled up right when we came, doors open, it's already packed, plus everybody else getting in. And the boys are like, yeah, we want to take it. I was like, I ain't getting on that thing. First off, I'm claustrophobic. I'm not going to get in there. You guys are going to get lost. And I swear that all the doors shut, and there was literally one guy, it shut on him,
Like
opened back
sausage
up.
casing.
And so he had to like squeeze himself in. Door finally shut, and they went. So we ended up walking, which was fine. They need to get some energy out. Let's do a little walk down there. But
it is a hike,
basically
especially in the heat.
Yeah, and especially in the heat. We kind of were trying to find at buildings the right side of the road where it was like in the shade or trees or whatever. But from the train to our seats, it was about 45 minutes. So
Okay.
yeah, it took a little bit of time.
Yeah. Maybe that's one where maybe you grab lunch halfway there.
That's
or
what
something like that.
yeah, we
next time.
were thinking, but they just wanted to get in. So we're like,
Oh, you got to try the Villains.
Let's just go.
Brewery.
Yeah. Is that the old Half Door
Yeah.
Brewing?
Or half door. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we hit Stone afterwards.
At the
we had
train
a-
station.
Yeah, because we wanted to hit the whatever time the train came. We were there, like had a half hour to burn. So
Cool.
yeah, I had some of the hop water,
Oh yeah.
and it was they have a collab with Stone, so it's a Stone IPA hop water.
Oh, that's cool.
It's good. I like those hop waters.
Yeah, I just
But-
had my first one over the weekend too.
What flavor?
It was good.
What flavor?
I just got the Sierra Nevada. It's like Citra.
Oh yeah,
and
those ones.
Something. It's good.
Yeah, they have their whole. You get a whole 6-pack of those. They're clear, right? Like they're
Yeah, I dug it. I would probably do like, seems weird, but I might do it on ice with a lime or something like that, just to kind of,
that could work.
I don't know. We'll try
That'd
it.
be like a little
Little cocktail.
cocktail. Yeah. All right. Well, we're talking about baseball, so let's get into baseball and what's happening in the baseball world.
Yeah.
So Padres had a good run at the end of prior to All-Star break, and so luckily the trade deadline. So luckily they were buyers, not sellers. So we got Robbie Ray, we got Casey Mize. Cassie's going to fill us in on Robbie Ray. Actually, both of them. He's the baseball guy. So who did we get? What did we get? Good, bad? I mean, improvement for sure, but go.
Yeah. I mean, Robbie Ray, I told you earlier, I had a bunch of buddies text me like, what do you think?
Yeah.
Like, this is a good move. Robbie Ray is now probably the best pitcher that's healthy on the Padres, best starting pitcher. He beat the Padres on Thursday.
Yeah,
And the
we're
Giants'
like,
only
we'll
win.
take him.
Yeah. The only win. Yeah. It was like his tryout. But it was the Giants' only win over the week, or over that weekend against the Padres. And he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. You'll get a grunt on every single pitch that he throws, which I love. He's like full energy, giving you all he's got.
Who grunts?
Until you
Venus
can-
or Serena? One of those gals?
I mean, a lot of the tennis.
Agassi?
Yeah, a lot of the tennis people do. Yeah.
Who,
So he's
who in baseball grunts?
just Robbie Ray. But every now and then you hear a baseball player grunt with like, trying to get that last couple miles an hour on strike through, it's something like that. But Robbie Ray, it's like literally every pitch.
Yeah.
He also has super tight pants. Like who's Nick Martinez on the Padres a couple years ago? I think
recall.
he had those like pants that you couldn't fit a quarter in between their leg. And, but Robbie Ray's story is kind of funny. He, I guess, did a big leg workout regimen during an off season. But the clubby went ahead and ordered all the same pants from the last season, all the same, because he didn't tell him, like, I might want to change sizes. And they just look like that. They're so tight. But he
bulked
just kept
up,
it up.
but
Bulked up,
kept
but
the
didn't
same
change
pants.
size. Yeah, exactly.
Went with the skinny jeans.
Yeah, so now it's been like 3 or 4 seasons of skinny jean pants.
All right.
So, but
Excited. I think he's pitching today. So
oh, is he really?
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, he should do fine. I mean, he's got to be better than Skubal yesterday.
Yeah.
So, well, he doesn't have to be, but let's hope he's better than Skubal
Let's hope
yesterday.
he is. Yeah. I'm excited to see. They showed the whole lineup. Like if we did get healthy, now we have 2 strong pitchers. Casey Mize, know him?
Yeah. I'm looking up his stats right now, but here, I mean, back to Robbie Ray real quick before we get into Casey. He had a winning record on the Giants, who have one of the worst records in baseball.
Okay.
So that tells you something.
Yeah.
That's a positive. Even Logan Webb, who's our ace, doesn't have a winning record right now. So, but anyway, Casey Mize, his stats this season, he's got 2.70 ERA. He's 4-6 this season, but on Detroit, and they haven't been good. So, I think he'll be good. His last few starts have not been wins, but he hasn't given up a ton of runs. So, I think the Padres, especially because it looks like Pivetta got hurt again in his rehab start.
Yeah. Well, I read the story. So he was pitching, right?
Yeah.
In whatever AAA or low A, or I don't know what it was, but anyways, he was pitching, and they were saying, his fastball is 94, 93, 92, 91, ended up at 89. Threw an 89 mile an hour fastball, just walked off the field basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it was under the impression that, he had some tightness or whatever, but apparently he went back under the stands or wherever, went to the bullpen and threw another 20 pitches full speed and said he was okay.
Oh, weird. Okay.
After that. But I guess
he just
today,
pissed about the call?
Potentially, yeah. But today will be the, I haven't read any articles today. We'll get an update on that.
Mm-hmm.
Musgrove he seemed like he was throwing all right. But, I mean, if you get, it depends on what version of these guys, right? Pivetta, Musgrove, and then you got those guys, and you got King, who, he's good when he is, right? That's a decent lineup. Like at least, I mean, it's an improvement from where we have been as far as we've just been throwing bullpen games for a lot of the past.
I know, it's crazy.
Which is, I mean, it's worked out, right? But it's because the Dodgers, I remember they did it last year in the playoffs,
mm-hmm.
and I remember against a few when they played the Padres.
I think that was the turning.
Whenever
game
that
too.
was,
yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool, bullpen game, right? Like, not every guy in the bullpen is going to.
Yeah.
Throw legit, and they just
All
lights
do.
out, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. They did all right with that strategy, but it'd be nice.
I just think long term, it's not something you can keep up just because.
Oh, you're going to wear their
arms
guys out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and they had going up to the trade deadline. That's when they were doing a lot of these bullpen games. But dude, you get to start now. You get 2 new starters. That's going to eat up some innings.
Mm-hmm.
If you get Pivetta and Musgrove back in some capacity, maybe they even come in as the bullpen guys, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you like them to be starters, but who knows if they'll be strong
You
enough
just don't
by
know
then.
what you're going to get from Musgrove. That's the big question.
Yeah. You'll get intensity.
Yeah.
You will get intensity. The other guy that they brought over was Workman.
Don't know him.
No, I don't either.
Cam probably would, but
Gage Workman. So they pulled Tatis at the 7th inning or whatever last night because they were up 8-0. So I gave him a crack. And I think he struck out and then hit into a double play.
welcome to the Padres.
Yeah, he's got a great, really, really, really formed beard. Really
okay.
chiseled. Like he spent a lot of time on it. Looks good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
hopefully that translates to base hits.
I think there is some correlation there. But anyways, that he was just kind of a side. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. We'll see. Playing Arizona right now. Not right now, but this guy, they're now we're 1 game back since we won last night. So it'll be fun to see. excited. Just it's kind of like now every game is like a playoff game because you got to make your way to the playoffs still. So it's like you can't get too far behind.
Because you're like a game back from the last wild card spot or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And if we beat Arizona for a few, then we'll be right there.
Yeah.
What else do we have in sports? Anything else on trades? You guys got rid of everybody.
Traded everybody. Traded 6 players. We were out of it months ago, so this was just like, what could you get for the guys that don't have long-term contracts? And I think they did good. I don't think anything's coming to the big leagues next year out of it, but who knows? They got a prospect who has been playing in the big leagues for the Red Sox that maybe just needs to change of scenery. He's been like a top 20 prospect in the big leagues for like the last couple years. So who knows?
Move him up.
No, he's injured. He will play this season for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, before the trade deadline, they were saying that the Padres are Ethan Salas, our top prospect catcher, is going to be off the table, which is kind of good. But they keep talking about him. I mean, he's like 19.
Yeah.
But still, like,
you still got a couple
come
years,
on.
probably.
Come on.
I
swear I've been hearing about him for, it seems like 5 years, but it couldn't be that long.
It's the kids that they get out of like high school or like international signings. They talk about forever before they play, but they sign them when they're 16 years old or 17 years old for some of these guys. So like, yeah, they talk about them forever. You're like, I feel like any day now could work, but he's still only 19 years old.
What's the youngest players to be in MLB?
Probably 19. I think
19.
Bryce Harper was one of the youngest. I don't know if he was the youngest.
Okay.
But I'd say 19 and some amount of days is probably the youngest ever.
Yeah, and look how that worked out.
Right, exactly. Hall of Fame career.
Yeah, that guy's the worst. Okay.
He's not well liked, yes.
How about a little bit of San Diego FC? So coming out of the World Cup break, now we're playing some ball again. In our last 3 games, we lost the first one, we won the second one, and then the most recent one we had a draw. So win, place, show. And now they're going into another tournament, the Leagues Cup. Are you familiar with the Leagues Cup?
No, but I feel like there's a new tournament like every week.
Dude, it's like, why? I mean,
tournaments within the season. This is,
exactly.
I think this is where the NBA got their little mini tournament they do now. It's from soccer or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, you just came out of the World Cup. I mean, they probably had this is probably like a yearly thing. So this would have been the break anyways. But they have games on like the next few weeks actually. So I think it's like 2 weeks worth, 3 games in like 2 weeks or whatever. It's like quick turnaround. So that actually they have one on the 9th, the 12th. Those are at Snapdragon. And I think there's one this weekend too, the 6th. But they're playing
that's tomorrow.
MLS versus Liga MX.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so they're playing Tijuana, the Cholos, and they're playing Puebla. Those are the 2 at home. But it's like, I mean, you guys are going to get, because not all the MLS teams are playing. It's like the top 12, I think, something like that. Go through this bracket, and then they move on to the next bracket like later on in the year.
And the other teams just sit and wait.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they get to just rest. I don't know. I just don't get it. So I don't know. I like MLS. Let's get back to the normal season. Let's just, have some real games. I mean, San Diego FC is still out of it, out of playoff contention right now, but Liga MX. So Leagues Cup. This is, it's like a mini World Cup professional soccer clubs from the US, Canada, and Mexico. It includes 18 MLS teams, including San Diego FC. And then all 18 teams from Mexico's Liga MX, one tournament champion. And it's a real competition, so it's not like an exhibition like they play some of those games.
So it's all elimination? No, it's not all elimination.
No, they play. So the top 3 finishers also qualify for the CONCACAF Champions Cup, which can eventually lead to major international club tournaments. So San Diego FC got in. They earned their spot based on last season. For 2026, the top 9 teams from each MLS conference that qualified for the 2025 MLS playoffs made the Leagues Cup. San Diego FC qualified because they had a good year last year. So how does it work? San Diego plays 3 games against Mexican teams. August 6th against Club America in Mexico City. August 9th, Club Tijuana at Snapdragon. And then August 12th and there's no ties. So you got to win. You get 3 points, tie, then win. The penalty shootout, 2 points, then tie, then lose. It's 1 point. So after all the teams play 3 games, the top 4 MLS teams and top 4 Mexican teams advance to the quarterfinals. From there, it becomes normal single elimination tournament. Lose and you're out. So that's what that cup is all about. But
kind of entertaining. But
yeah, it's fun. But I want to get back into San Diego FC. And it's like you get back into them for like 2 weeks, and then they're like, "Oh, sorry, we're taking another break, guys." I mean, it's only a week and a half, but
yep,
still. Let's get back at it. And then third in sports, we have Del Mar Racetrack is here.
Yeah.
Are you going this year?
I don't know. I don't often go, so it's been years.
Are we having a Livin in San Diego party?
We could. Just the two of us.
Yeah. Nobody's invited.
I mean, I always like, it's fun to go. I just haven't in a long time.
Yeah. I unfortunately had some overlap. My mom goes every year for her birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. August 2nd. And I had already booked tickets with Eddie to go to the Padre game. So it was the same day. So I took a picture on the way back up, or took a video. Happy birthday, Mom, as we were passing Del Mar. I haven't heard back from her. Mom, come on. I talked to her that day too. But yeah, it was funny. I saw my aunt and uncle were at the track and then happened to get on our train too.
Oh, really?
So I kind of went up and scared them. They're like, "Hey, I thought you were at the Padre." I was like, "Yeah, we were. We're coming back." Anyways, there's a few new things at Del Mar, not just the races, right? Old Del Mar, Bing's Place, is coming up on 90. Always manages to come up with something new for its racing. This is not our new. This is just some new things there. Among several new offerings are the personal pizzas now available at OG's outlet at the track stretch run, second floor jockey box in the second floor clubhouse. So if you guys like some OG's pizza, they've been serving clientele for more than 35 years. We might have a story of the week of OG's coming up here soon. Also fresh on the agenda now is Aloha Rib Shack. I don't know, ribs in the track. That's a good, interesting combination. I know you have money and tickets, and then you're just whipping up some ribs and licking your fingers. The folks behind the award-winning Tanner's Prime Burgers, who was mentioned last week's show, have shown the way here, featuring delicious grilled Maui brand beef ribs, as well as extras like mac salad, tallow, garlic, rice, and pickled slaw. And then yet another new addition is the handlebar. This is the fun one that I want to bring up. And it's hidden in plain sight on the track's 4th floor. So it's a little kind of not speakeasy, but a hidden bar. You have to go all the way up to the 4th floor, which not many people make it up there. But you can't, I think, even general admission, I think, includes up there. Okay. There's certain areas that, there's certain reserved seats and this and that. But I've been up there a bunch of times, and I don't think we've had tickets. So though you have to do some asking around to discover the exact location. The mystery is part of the pizzazz around the polished location and its handcrafted cocktails, jazz melodies, and old-time, old-school feel, harkening back to Del Mar's beginnings. So Del Mar, first post is at 2, Thursday through Sunday routine. So if you guys want to go find a secret little bar at Del Mar,
nice,
we got you.
Very cool.
Don't ask us, actually. Go find out and then let us know.
I like it. Any shows? I don't know if you probably don't.
Yeah, there are, but they kind of split them up. So they have some Del Mar shows, but then they also have some at the Sound.
Oh, okay.
So when you look it up, it's kind of hard to figure out. I mean, it shows you on there, but they had like a bunch of shows. I did look up, I think it's in September maybe, but Jack White.
Oh, cool.
At the Sound. But tickets, I don't know. So I put in 2 tickets. So maybe it was 2 for this much. But if you want, they have not general admission. They have like standing room only, which is a lot of the place. And then they have only a few areas. Have you been? Did you go to Sound?
I haven't been there, no.
Yeah, cool little venue. But they do have a few seating areas as well. The seating areas were like $995.
Ouch.
And I'm not sure, like I said, 1
White?
or 2 tickets. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, that'd be cool. Like guitarist, like just like his vibe. I heard he puts on a good show, but not for that much.
Yeesh.
Anyways, so yeah,
is
there
he
are some there.
Now? Is the White Stripes not a thing? Or does he do both? I don't even know.
I'm not sure.
Interesting.
I don't know. But anyways, if you guys do want to go see Jack White, he's over there. So, all right, before we get into our question for Cassidy and our story of the week, let's get into a little new to do and to do. Anything else on sports?
I don't think so. Now that the trade deadline's over, I'm just ready for the NFL to start, which is only a couple weeks from now. So I'm ready to rock.
Didn't my mom send us something? Is she
Yeah.
starting up?
Yeah.
Is that already starting up? Is the NFL
no,
going?
She just was asking who's in and who's out for
Okay.
for Pick'em this year.
Pick them.
I'm in. I already said I'm in. So
When's football starting? We're in. We're
the
in August
weekend
already.
the weekend after Labor Day is the first regular season game. So preseason probably starts in a couple weeks here, I think.
Wow.
So yeah, it's here.
I wish I cared.
It's great having something to care about.
Yeah, it's fun to throw on. If you're bored on a Sunday, but until it gets to playoffs, then I'll throw some cash on
That's
it.
what
It doesn't
happens
really
when
matter.
You don't have a team.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
I saw
agree.
an article that the Chargers are practicing in San Diego or
Yeah,
training
just-
camps in San Diego.
Just sticking the knife in deeper
Yeah, it's
and
like,
deeper.
get out of here, dude.
Yep.
This ain't your spot. Anywho. All right, new to do and I do. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So coming up new is going to be a new spot in North County, San Diego. That's where we like to cover a lot. If you guys listen to our show, it's a lot of North County, San Diego. It's actually that spot. So when we were doing our vlog from Oceanside, we're going down Coast Highway, and they had the Cultivate sign up in one of the small, older shopping centers. I'll give you guys the address here soon. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm just setting it up for Cassidy. But it's there's a few new spots coming in there. So North County, San Diego destinations, Rosanna's Pasta Shop, a good Encinitas favorite, and Ironsmith Coffee to anchor the revamped Oceanside Retail Center. I'll give you guys the address real quick. It is 1112 to 1126 South Coast Highway, and it's going to be rebranded as Eucalyptus Grove. So anyways, Rosanna's Pasta Shop, if you guys don't know, awesome little pasta shop in Encinitas. Small, you get ready to cook pastas. They have sauces, meatballs,
Sandwiches.
they do have sandwiches. I've never got a sandwich. I've only
They're
got
great.
to-go stuff from there. But this is going to be a little bit bigger of a space. So the, where'd it go here? Looking for it. Okay, so they're bringing in nearly it's nearly 4-decade legacy to Oceanside and will become the family-owned company's only second location. So if you guys are in Oceanside, this is pretty awesome. They were established in Encinitas in 1987 by Rosanna.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not just a clever name. But unlike the original Encinitas location, the new Oceanside restaurant will feature a larger footprint with expanded indoor seating, allowing guests to enjoy more of the restaurant's freshly prepared menu on site. Because if you go to this one, it's a little tiny shop. They have a few little tables out front, but it's not really like, let's go to Rosanna's to eat. But this sounds like it's going to be a little bit more like that. So plans also include dry goods market stocked with imported Italian products alongside the shop's signature handmade pasta, sauces, cheeses, and other take-home specialties. So
That's
shout out
cool.
to Oceanside. Yeah. And then Ironsmith, I actually went there prior to the Padre game. Train station, walk over to Ironsmith. They had the swap meet going on there. Not at Ironsmith, but right there. Walk by the now closed Modern Times. But
Yep.
Ironsmith, this is going to mark its first new location in more than a decade. The specialty coffee roaster was founded by Matthew De La Rosa in Encinitas in 2015. It was a little home roasting hobby that he involved in North County, one of North County's most respected independent coffee companies. So the Oceanside location represents a notable exception and a personal one as he lives just a few blocks. So trying to get a little bit closer to home. But anyways, there's also there's two other places going in there. What were they? Let me see here. Modern Blonde Salon. And then one more. I think an animal hospital or like a vet.
A vet. Okay.
So anyways, I like Cultivate. Anything that they do it well.
Yep. Agreed.
They got a cool vibe.
Yeah. That whole stretch of Oceanside is ever changing.
Yeah. And then if you read, I went to Cultivate's Instagram, and if you read the comments, everybody like Oceanside. I mean, just not everybody. There's the negative Nellies out there. I get them in our comments too of like, he just old grumpy, like chill out.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, Oceanside needs another coffee shop and this. And I mean, they don't. There's like 1,000 of them, but still.
Every city, though.
Dude, yeah, exactly. It's not just Oceanside. It's like, what else was in there? There's what used to be a Baskin Robbins was the whole thing. Mm-hmm. You're like, I mean, that's not like a local spot, so bring in some local. It's lovely. But anyways, that's
not
awesome.
our fault that Baskin Robbins is going under.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, I don't know. Could have brought what's the Handles would have been a good little spot too.
Yeah,
they already have the ice cream in there. Anyways, all right, to do for all my beer fans out there, San Diego Brew Festival is coming back. Craft beer, live music, and food coming this weekend. So you guys got to listen to this show and go pretty soon.
Yeah.
August 8th. I'm assuming that's Saturday.
Yep.
Okay. At NTC Park, which is down in Liberty Station. So the 15th annual San Diego Brew Festival returns to Liberty Station. The event's going to feature 70 breweries, 200 beers, 10 of San Diego's best food trucks, as well as cover bands and some lawn games. So the festival is going to take place from noon to 4. General admission is $50 from 1 to 4. You get early admission, so another $15. You get in an hour earlier, but it includes, which can get a little saucy, unlimited samples from the 70 breweries, plus live music and access to the food truck. So food's not included, obviously.
I feel like even with the ones that gave you like a certain amount of tickets, at some point it was just unlimited.
Yeah, the people are like, they have their keg there. They just want to like
get rid of it. It's a lighter bringing it home.
Come share our beer, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just remember like how many free ones can we get at Stone at the Stone anniversaries?
Yeah. I haven't been to, let me see. I don't know. I've been to a few wine fests. I don't know if I've even been to a beer fest.
It's fun.
Yeah. Maybe I went to one. I think we did probably go to one, but they were strict at Del Mar. I think they used to have one there. But they're like tickets. And they're like very serious.
Yeah.
But there's some cool spots, like some I've never even heard of, but some local spots that are going to be there as far as brewing goes. You got Hamul Brewing Company, Helix Brewing Company, Society, always a good one to go to. If you're coming from a little bit out of town, Coachella Valley Brewing. I'm sure you could find that at when you're out at Palm Springs or something. I'm sure you've had that out there.
Yep.
Your people, Happy Dad.
Nice.
Seltzer's going to be out there. One of my favorites, I love these guys, Blue Fire Brewing over in San Marcos. You got Carlsbad Brew Co. You have Fall Brewing, San Diego Brew Co. What else is local here? Mother Earth. Are they local anymore? I don't know. I think they have a presence here. Embolden Beer Company. Yeah, so just a lot. Obviously, go get some beer. And then food trucks. You got some, like a hot dog stand called Doggo's Gus. Drippin' Kitchen. Big Smash Burgers. Salt and Pepper. Not the band.
Not the band.
No, I don't think they're going to be there. And then some Passion and empanadas. So anyways, if you guys are looking for something to do this weekend, go to the beer festival. And I think this is also in our weekly newsletter that's dropping in T-minus 53 minutes, actually. This is our to-do thing as well. So I'll have a link for it down below if you guys want to sign up for our weekly newsletter. It's a real estate-based one. We're expanding potentially to a Livin in San Diego-based one, but the more I think about it, we might connect them. I'm going to
have a beat both.
I'm going to talk with Cassidy here in a little bit. But anyways, we got a little bit of real estate updates, mortgage updates, something to do around town, all kinds of fun stuff. So anyways, that's my plug for that part. And then, all right, so adieu. Some we're saying goodbye to. And we actually have two on here, but I'm going to save one for next week. Because this one is saying we're going to stay with the beer theme here, but it's actually a kombucha spot. Get this ad out of here. San Diego's Juneshine is going to close its final tasting room as a once local brand continues to retreat from its hometown roots. So Juneshine, they were started by two guys, I think it's UCSD.
Sounds right.
Sounds right. But anyways, it's in the article. I don't want to read it all. But basically, they're kind of cutting down all their local tasting rooms. They had big plans. They raised a bunch of money to expand into San Diego with tasting rooms, and not even San Diego, just elsewhere. But they're branding it like it's not. Oh no, that was the other one that we had. But anyways, they're shutting it down to they're going to do contract brewing, so they could kind of focus on building the brand and building the company, as opposed to like building like a
Local feel.
yeah, like a local feel, or just even a restaurant. You know, restaurants can't be the best business to run. They got to be a pain in the ass, right? But anyways, they're shutting down. So the last one is closing down on August 28th. So Juneshine Scripps Ranch Tasting Room is located at 10051 Old Grove Road in San Diego. Its Santa Monica Tasting Room is located at 2914 Main Street in Santa Monica. Both locations are scheduled to permanently close following business on August 28th. So you got a few weeks. You've been to the Juneshine or no?
No,
was that
I've
a
been to
different
Local
one?
Roots.
Local Roots.
Well,
That
yeah,
was the
yeah.
one you were saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Local Roots is awesome. I've never been to a Juneshine.
Okay.
I'm also still not that big of a kombucha fan. I tried one at Local Roots that I really liked, so we'll say that.
Which flavor was it? I think you were
It was
telling
like
me.
a pina colada. Or like,
So it wasn't like
all
like the
tropical.
tart one?
No, it was like super tropical. It was still tart. Like none of it's very sweet.
Yeah. I guess it is like vinegar.
But it was very good. Will I switch from beer to that? Probably not. No. But it was tasty, and they have beer there and they have food there. But I've never been to Juneshine. I just know that that's like one of the big ones you see in the grocery store and all that.
Yeah, they grew pretty quick. So like we always we were talking with Bebemos with the
Preston.
CEO Preston last week, just about local feel, local vibe, all that kind of stuff. And it is cool when the company built their following and built the whole thing right here in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they sweep it all out, and then, I mean, they don't care, right? They're just trying to build a business, but it's just like a little bit harder to support. I mean, like you said, I'm not kombucha really either. A little too for me. But a lot of people, I mean, now they have another option. Go hit up Local Roots, another good local spot. But yeah, even like, when I don't know if they didn't get bought out, but when they get bought out by these bigger companies, it's like, I don't know, man, it's just not the same. It's the exact same product. Well, maybe not, because there's some that changed too, but just a different kind of feel. So anyways, we're going to say adieu to Juneshine, not the company, but just their local roots. Oh, their local. Now we're not saying goodbye to local roots. There we go. Go to Local Roots. All right. We're making good time here. Cassidy, we come to this every week. We're going to ask you a question. Did you look at it before?
No, I didn't.
Never does.
I know, sometimes I do.
Okay. Good. It'll be a surprise.
I'm hoping it's not that hard.
No, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. And this question is brought to you by our Livin in San Diego real estate crew. So if you're thinking about making a move anywhere in San Diego County, reach out to us. Our contact info is right down below in the description. If you're watching it on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all that stuff, it's right down below. And we'd be happy to help get you dialed in. Like I said, not a real estate podcast, but we're going to plug this place. So if you guys ever need anything, hit us up. So this is a real estate question. When does it make more sense? And there's a lot of people are thinking this right now. When does it make more sense to stay in your current home and remodel instead of actually moving?
Well, I made that decision 5 years ago. I think it just comes down to, whether the footprint works. Like that's what we had to make the decision. If the size of the home, if you're not, bursting at the seams, like if your family's still growing, like there's lots of reasons to make a move. But if the footprint of the home works, especially with where interest rates are, probably makes sense to stick around and remodel. Especially if you don't have to take money out of your current house to be able to remodel. Yeah. Because that means you have to refi or get a HELOC or something like that, but which is just tends to be expensive right now. But if there's more reason to move, like your family's growing or you have in-laws moving in with you or something, that's more of like you need to make that decision to not remodel and just buy something bigger. But I think we're seeing a lot of people right now make the decision to stick around. Yeah. Which is, for the last bunch of years, just because there hasn't been still a ton of inventory. So a lot of folks have made that decision. You ask contractors if they're busy right now. Yes,
They're
they are
staying
all
fairly busy, yep.
Yeah. So we're seeing a lot of our clients are reaching out about contractor referrals and just getting more information on rehabs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So if you are basically, if it comes down to a need, not necessarily a want.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the big thing is I think we're seeing a lot of people that need to move are moving. The people that would like to move are sticking around.
Yeah.
Is at least our clients, myself, you, because you just did a big remodel too.
Yeah.
So
here's my tip. If you are going to remodel, don't be in the house. We were kind of in and out, but for the bulk of it, for the main stuff, we were out of the house when they're doing painting and retexturing and all the stuff. But we were in the house when they were redoing the bathroom, even downstairs, and they did a hot mop, and it just your whole house fills with toxic whatever they're putting on there.
tar. Yeah.
And so we were in there for a few days. I'm sure that shaved a few days off our lives, but it was, it's not fun to do the remodel. It's going to be a pain in the butt. It's going to be, you're going to run into, it's going to cost more money. A lot of that's by choice because you're like, you're going to be like, oh, well, yeah, let's just do this. Let's just do that. It's here. It's in our budget. Let's just go. So it's going to cost more, but yeah, I like now my house is clean. It's nice. It's where I wanted to be, and we're not bursting at the seams. It would be nice to move.
Right. I think that's
I would
the
like
consensus.
a bigger yard. I would like, not to share a wall, but hey, happy with where I'm at.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that's the main consensus.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Goes.
get into our story of the week. Okay. Let me take a little sip of water here before we get into it.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, here we go. So every week, if you guys are new here, every week we get into a story from San Diego, whether it be the Padres potentially being named the Tunas, whether it be how Coronado got its name, whether it be one that we did last week that hasn't made it to Instagram yet, but about local folks and how they had an impact. This was Kate Sessions, so not just a park. It was actually a person who had a bunch of change happen in San Diego. So we do it every week. Local stories. Share them with us. If you guys got a local story, hey, at Livin in San Diego. But here we go. This is your San Diego story of the week. Today, we're going to get into how Leucadia got its name. So long before we had the slogan, Keep Leucadia Funky, this little beach community had already gone through a few different names before Leucadia finally stuck. The story goes all the way back to 1875 when Nathan Eaton became the first recorded non-Indigenous settler in the area. Eaton was a Civil War veteran and a beekeeper from New York and settled on
I love how life has changed.
Being a beekeeper? You just move out here from New York and live in Leucadia.
That's right.
All right. Eaton was a Civil War veteran and a beekeeper from New York who settled on about 80 acres just south of Bataquitos Lagoon. He grew crops, raised bees, and built a home using materials he collected from a nearby railroad camp. At one point, there were even talks of calling the area Eatonville after him, but obviously that one didn't stick. But Eatonville wasn't the only name that came and went. In 1888, a small community called Merle, M-E-R-L-E, was established a few miles north of Encinitas. It was reportedly named after the young son of E.B. Scott, a local newspaperman and railroad employee. And Merle, quit doing that. Okay. And Merle wasn't just some random nickname. It had about 60 residents, more than 15 homes, a school, a post office, and even its own railroad stop. Nathan Eaton later became the postmaster. For a while, Merle was actually the more official name. Some directories from around 1900 listed Merle, but didn't even have a separate listing for Leucadia. The post office eventually closed in 1909, and over time, Merle was absorbed into the area we now know as Leucadia. So where do we get the name Leucadia from? It was actually borrowed from Leucadia, the historic name for the Greek island now known as Leucada. The Greek connection also explains a lot of the streets. Let me do that part over. The Greek connection also explains a lot of the street names around town: Neptune, Vulcan, Hymettus, Orpheus, Phoebe, Daphne, all of those. There's also a long-time local story that English spiritualists came to the area looking for religious freedom and chose the name Leucadia because it meant something along the lines of place of refuge or sheltered paradise. Now, it's a great story, but newer historical research suggests that the name may have actually been chosen by developers who were promoting land in the area during the real estate boom of the late 1880s. So the exact origin story is a little bit fuzzy, but what we do know is that Eatonville never caught on, Merle eventually disappeared, and Leucadia was the name that survived. And I think Leucadia sounds like the right name, right?
For sure.
A Greek island name for a coastal community that has always attracted people looking for something a little different. Nearly 140 years later, Leucadia is still doing its best to remain exactly that, a funky little refuge by the sea. That's how you got the name Leucadia. There we go.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Love it.
Merle. I'm going to call it Merle from now on.
Seriously.
Merle.
Do you think going from beekeeper to postmaster is like a parallel move, or is that like a
No, that was different
moving
guys.
up?
That was DB Scott.
Oh, DB Scott.
And
Oh,
then
he was the
Eaton was the beekeeper.
Oh, got it. Okay, got it.
And in the little one of the articles I read, it was like what he built his house of. It was like scrap metal and cans and like, so just imagine like a little shack down off Bataquitos.
Yeah.
Like, this is my 80 acres with his bees and his little farm and all that kind of fun stuff. But
Yeah, I love it.
All
That's
right.
funny.
Eatonville just doesn't have the same ring as Leucadia.
No, that would have been weird.
You have Old Encinitas, New Encinitas, Livin, and Eatonville.
It sounds like it should be its own city or own like full on town.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it can't be.
And like kind of maybe like in the Imperial Valley or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe there's probably is at Eatonville somewhere.
Yep.
But anyways, that's your story of the week, guys. I got nothing else for you. We got anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Well, hit us up if you guys ever need anything. Like I said, all of our info is right down below. Appreciate all you guys listening. Share this with a friend. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. I know most of you guys are listening to this on Spotify. Drop us a review. We got some reviews over the past few months. So really appreciate that all. And we'll catch you all next week for episode 290. Coming up on 300.
Let's do it.
Adios.